Yo, what is good, YouTube? Welcome back to another JC2K video. In today's video, we're going to be going through and ranking every single lightning strike card from worst to best in NBA 2K25 MyTEAM. I guess I should put a qualifier on it. It's not every single lightning strike card that I'm ranking. I'm just ranking the ones that are ruby and above because there are 45 cards in the set and it would take me forever to rank all of them. I guess I could have included sapphires as well, but I decided not to for the sake of time in this video. So it's just 15 cards that we're actually ranking from worst to best, starting with Dillon Brooks, I guess, on the screen anyway. He's not the lowest ranked card, but from him and up are all the cards that we are ranking from worst to best. So before we hop into the video, if you haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Help me push towards the 40,000 subscriber mark on the channel. I upload every single day, tons of consistent daily MyTEAM content. Would really appreciate it if y'all do subscribe. And without further ado, let's hop right into it. So I think this is going to be easier to do if I actually show y'all on 2KDB. So that's what I'm going to do actually here is I'm just going to pull up 2KDB. And we're going to rank the cards from 2KDB instead because it's easier to see a full picture of the stats and badges. So it's these cards and up are the cards that we're ranking. Now, Mike Minsky, I don't know how to pronounce it. He's the worst. He's slow. He can't really shoot. He's not great defensively. He's just not a great card. He's pretty easily, in my opinion, the worst of all of the cards today. There are a couple of bad rubies, though, to be fair. Like, Minsky is bad. I would also say Amethyst Brevin Knight is really bad. I have him at 14. I think he's pretty terrible too. As I say that, if 2KDB is not going to load, I might not be able to use 2KDB. Hopefully it'll work properly. Are you kidding me? Is the website down? All right, well, looks like we're using in-game after all because the website is currently down. Well, never mind. We're going to do this over here instead. Number 14 is, like I said, that Brevin Knight card. 5'10" point guard who can kind of shoot but can't really dunk, and he's got great perimeter stats, but he's got no interior game. He's not good at all either. So really, really bad card. I think he is the 14th card on this list. Number 13 is going to be Larry Nance, who would be much, much better. I mean, he's a 6'10" small forward who's always good defensively, but his 3-ball rating is really low. He's super athletic, yes. The defense isn't as good because he's only a ruby, but it's still decent. 86 perimeter, 86 interior at 6'10", but he's also 68 speed. So very slow and a low 3-ball. That's a big issue, despite being in a lot of ways a good card. I bet his diamond card is insane, but his ruby, not that good, unfortunately, putting him at number 13. Number 12 is going to be Lucius Allen, who also is not that good. I mean, he's 6'2" PG, can shoot well. He can dunk wide open, but that's about it. He's okay, but not great at all defensively. Decent-ish speed, I guess. Honestly, Larry Nance might be better than this card. He's got a lot of total badges, but he's still not a very good card. He's still pretty limited as a card. Don't think he's very good either, and I'm putting him at number 12. Number 11 is going to be Dillon Brooks, who, in his own right, not great. 6'6", can shoot okay-ish, can dunk okay-ish, but not great. Defensively, 92 perimeter, 87 interior is kind of the saving grace of this card, but he's still kind of slow. He's got high agility, but he's just not a great card. Gold challenger, off-ball pest, on-ball menace, silver slippery, pick dodger, glove interceptor, pogo stick, bronze post, lockdown, and set shot. Still not great. Honestly, these 5 cards are the 5 bad cards from this set for sure. Next, we got Boogie Cousins. I can't speak. Boogie Cousins. Diamond Boogie is only 6'10" at center. He can shoot okay. He's a good dunker, especially standing dunk. The problem with this card is that he's 66 speed. I don't know why Boogie's so slow. I didn't expect him to be a speed demon, but I would have thought he'd be like 78 speed. 66 is just too slow. He doesn't have great all-around badges either. He's easily the worst diamond in today's drop, and I don't have a problem at all putting him at number 10. Number 9 is actually going to be a card that I do think is pretty solid, and that is, as weird as this may sound, Pink Diamond Jayson Tatum. I think he's only the 9th best card in this drop. I know the stats look pretty good besides, again, the low driving dunk and the low interior and the low strength. So he's got the same type of issue, honestly, as Ruby Lucius Allen did. He's just got way better stats in every other area, and he's a much, much better card badge-wise, too. A lot of good Hall of Fame badges. There is a lot to like about this card in some ways, but he can't really dunk, and he's not going to guard well on the interior at all. He's undersized. He's just not great. And even though he's a pink diamond, I think he's only the 9th best card in this set. Number 8 is Diamond Mike Conley, who I think is a pretty massive step up from the rest of the cards we've talked about so far. This is a card I'll do gameplay with at some point this weekend. For his price, which looks like he's under 40K MT, he is a steal. I know he's only 6'1", but he's got an 89 3-ball, 90 free throw, great jump shot, and an 80 driving dunk. Yes, the interior is still low, but he's basically a more athletic version of Jayson Tatum with a better jumper. Yes, he's still going to struggle on the interior defensively, and he doesn't have as many badges, but his jumper is really nice. He's going to be basically the same defensively as Jayson Tatum, and he's a better athlete, better finisher. I think he's a slightly better version of a guy like Jayson Tatum, and I think he's a pretty decent card, so putting him at number 8. Number 7, I wish this card was better. He's my favorite player of all time, but unfortunately, I think Dirk Nowitzki is the number 7 card in this list. If this card winds up being more than about 200 KMT, there's no justification whatsoever for anyone, even a Mavs fan, Dirk fan like me, to buy this card. Because here's the thing. Yes, he's a great shooter, but his jumper's not that great. And he can't really dunk very well at all. He's not athletic at all. Now, he's got pretty good defense, surprisingly so. 88 block, 90 interior, 80 steal and perimeter, 80 speed, 80 agility, 75 vert. Like, this card's pretty good if he had like an 80 standing and 75 driving dunk. But unfortunately, as is, he doesn't. And without a top tier release as well, I don't think he's an awful card, but I certainly don't think he's great. I feel like he fits at number 7 pretty well. And yes, that means I like Amethyst DeAndre Ayton more than Dirk Nowitzki. I'm going to be honest, they're both centers in my mind. And they have the same speed. They're about the same defensively. They're about the same as rebounders. Even Ayton's actually maybe a little bit better. Yes, Dirk's overall badges are better, and he's a better shooter, but Ayton's jumper is just as good as Dirk's. He's a much better dunker, has half rise up, half paint patroller. I just value the ability to finish on the inside and dunk the ball, standing up consistently on the inside from a center a lot. The fact Dirk can't do that at all is a big issue. DeAndre Ayton, I feel like, is just as good, if not a little bit better than Dirk Nowitzki. And I think, despite only being an Amethyst, he's the 6th best card in today's drop. Number 5 is going to be Diamond Doug Christie, who I think is an absolute stud. If this card is a buyout, which I'm sure he is a really good value buy. Yeah, he's going to be super affordable as well. This is going to be one of the best value cards in my team, period, because his badges are awesome. I know he's only got, 20 total badges, but Hoff Interceptor, Removable Enforcer, and On-Ball Menace are 3 elite Hoffs. He's got gold handles for days, Unpluckable, Post Lockdown, Challenger, Off-Ball, Pass, Pick Dodger, Focus Stick, Set Shot, High Flying Denier, Silver Dimer, and Lightning Launch. Not a ton of super key badges missing. I mean, it'd be nice to add like Limitless, Bailout, Shifty Shooter, Paint Patroller, things like that. But if you get a few badges on this Doug Christie card, he's a monster because he's got an elite release. He's got Pro 2 fade. He's super athletic, and he's an elite versatile defender at the 2 as well. Probably the best value shooting guard in my team right now. Really good card. I will definitely be getting y'all gameplay with him at some point this weekend. At the number 4 spot, because Christie was number 5, is going to be Pink Diamond Jerry Stackhouse, who is missing a couple of badges as a base card, but he's a great shooter, great dunker, good release, versatile defender, good stats all the way around, 94 speed to the ball, 89 agility, 98 vert, 80 strength. He's a solid card. Off Posterizer, Deadeye, Limitless, Handles for days, Layup Mixmaster, Shifty Shooter, and Ankle Assassin. Again, like I said, he is missing a few badges. You're going to definitely want to add like Immovable Enforcer, On-Ball Menace, Paint Patroller, Dimer, especially On-Ball Menace. That is an absolute necessity of a badge. Him not having that as a base card isn't great, but with that badge added, he's 100% one of the best cards in this drop, and I think he's the number 4 card in this set. Number 3 is going to be Jalen Williams, who is, it does look like not quite a, oh no, I lied. He is a buyout. Yeah, this card's an absolute steal. This might be the best value card in the game, period. There are a couple, look, I'm not thrilled with 2K at all right now, but there are a couple cards in this drop between Mike Conley, especially Doug Christie, Jalen Williams, and DeAndre Ayton. Those 3 guys are incredible value cards. I mean, J-Dub, I know he's only 6'5" at small forward. He's got solid badges though, and they can be upgraded more, but 26 total badges as a base card is super duper solid. He's not missing very much of importance. I mean, add Immovable Enforcer, Paint Patroller, maybe Mini Marksman because he's shorter at the small forward position. But the most important thing about this card is he's got an elite release, elite driving dunk, and most importantly, Darius Garland dribble style. He's one of very few cards in my team with that dribble style. The best dribble style in the game, allows you to get an actual burst out of your dribble moves more effectively than anything, which unlocks your offense in a lot of ways. He's a versatile defender, good speed, good steal ball, good agility, good vert. I think he's a dog. I think that Darius Garland dribble style really elevates this card. I'll get y'all gameplay with him tomorrow. I think he's an absolute stud and a no-brainer. Easy choice in the top 3, despite only being a diamond. Number 2, I liked this card more than I thought I would. Magic Johnson. He's going to be relatively affordable for what you would expect out of Magic as well. 6'9". Now, here's the thing. He's not really a playmaker, at least not a great one. He can do a little bit, but not a ton. And he's defensively, I mean, the stats are good, but not insane. But again, he's 6'9". When you badge him defensively, he is a dog. If you badge up Magic or buy a badged version of Magic, he's really good because he's so switchable defensively. His size provides mismatches against literally any other point guard in the game, not named Hidden Gem Diamond Ben Simmons. And he can shoot a little bit, which Ben can't. Now, his jumper's not great. His SIGs aren't great. He's certainly not a primary ball handler, but if you have him in a situation where he can be your secondary ball handler, his versatility defensively and his size offensively provides a ton of value. Really solid card, and I do think he is probably the 2nd best card in today's drop. And yes, the best card in today's drop, unfortunately, is Galaxy Opal Jayson Tatum, who is going to be a ton of MT, and for good reason. I mean, when you look at the badges, they are amazing, no doubt. I will say, I don't think he's that much better on paper than a guy like Pink Diamond Paul George, and his SIGs aren't that great either. This card is not going to be whatsoever, and I talked about it ad nauseum, honestly, earlier today. He is not a game-changing card. He is very good, no doubt about it. He has an elite release. He is an exceptional slasher. He is a very, very good versatile defender, and with a couple badges added is incredibly complete. But his SIGs are not top tier. His fade is not very good. He is still limited in some ways. I am not a massive proponent of paying 800 or 900,000 MT for this Jayson Tatum card, despite him being the first opal. I don't think he plays that much better than a lot of the pink diamonds. This is not a drop. The bigger issue I have is the fact they're dropping opals right now. Not with this Tatum card specifically, because he's not that OP. But I do still think he's probably the best card in today's drop. So I hope y'all did enjoy the video. If you did, make sure you hit that like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. I'll be back with more 2K content very, very soon, and I appreciate y'all. Peace.